Alright, here we go. Another Orion 7 on Nice Bus. So I'm only trying to document these because I don't know how much longer they're going to be on the road. And I criticize Blakeman for not scrapping them as quick as enough, but, you know. There's an old saying that Anna Kendrick said, "You're going to miss me when I'm gone," so that's why I'm documenting these relics of the 2010s for as much as I can, you know. Because I've been hearing that they're going to start to get scrapped in January, I think. So I'm here, and head over to the MTA committee. So we're going to join right back into the meeting. I'm waiting to speak virtually to Long Island Railroad. So that bus right there, I want to mention, he's not being tracked. I think the tracker isn't working. Or unless something is off with the transit app, I don't know. But here comes my bus. So I was literally going to make a last-minute decision to take the railroad to Flushing, but thankfully my bus is here. So at least I'm going to head right to the 7 train.
The next speaker is Andy Pollock, followed by Ian Matthews.
Good morning, Andy Pollock for the record, Passengers United. So a couple of things that I want to address this month. Number one, it's been brought to our attention at Passengers United that currently on the schedule, we have a 6:22 departure from Hempstead in the morning, not stopping at Elmont, Queens Village, and Howard. Please readjust this train to make sure that it makes all the local stops in the morning. Also, with the new Fort Washington branch schedules that began on Monday, during the 7 a.m. hour, why is there no direct train service from the Auburndale station going to Grand Central Madison? Those trains in the 7 a.m. hour are only stopping at Penn Station. So that needs to be readjusted as well. And one brief Metro North point I want to make to Kathy Rinaldi. Kathy, why aren't there any seats in the Metro North dining concourse? Because I was there last Tuesday, and when I was trying to eat my pizza, there was no seats available. And also, do something about the men's room, because the toilets aren't flushing. All right? So that's pretty much all I'm going to say. Thank you for letting me speak, and I will speak at New York City Transit when I get to Lower Manhattan.
11:03.
7 local trains. The next stop
And Upton is testing 1 minute early today.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is the National Weather Service Office at Brookhaven National Laboratory in Upton, New York.
I didn't turn on the alarm because I would have freaked out everybody on the 7 train, but
radio public warning system on station code 35 from New York City. During
leaving
potentially
40th
dangerous
Street
weather
right now.
situations, specially built
So
receivers
yeah, guys, didn't expect to get
automatically
Upton's
activate
test
weather
today,
signals to
but
warn of the impending
look
hazard.
at that.
Tests of the
Adding this
signal
to a
and receiver
Passengers United
performance
video
are only conducted
kinda
by the
is fun
National
today,
Weather
guys.
Service at 11 a.m. each
But anyhow, on a
Wednesday.
serious note, let's turn this off. Look, guys, I am running late. The New York City Transit Committee meeting starts in 10 minutes, but I just checked, and commuter rail is still talking. I signed up virtually, just in case if I couldn't get upstairs in time at 2 Broadway. But either way, the trip will be worthwhile, because at least I'll be able to attend the New York City Transit Committee meeting in person today. So, that's 33rd. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 more stops to Grand Central. So once I get to Grand Central, I'm making a run for it for the 4-5 train. Wish me luck, guys. So the countdown clock is not working, alright? But at least the 4 train's coming. Because when I was on the 7, I knew this was going to be my train when I was checking it on the My MTA app. And this line had a lot of problems this morning. There was a signal issue at Union Square, but thankfully that got resolved just in the nick of time when I needed this train. Oh boy, we are crowded today. No surprise with it being a gridlock alert day. Looks like I'm going to get a seat in this car.
Our final speaker will be Andy Pollock.
Hello everyone, Andy Pollock for the record, Passengers United. So a couple things that we're going to talk about this month. Number one, it seems it's been brought to my attention last week when I was at the Kew Gardens Union Turnpike station on the EF line that the west side stairwell is closed that began this past Monday. And this should have been done over the summer. I was on the stairwell last Tuesday, and yeah, I noticed that it does need some TLC, and I'll admit that. But now what's going to happen is the workers who commute to Long Island Jewish Hospital are now going to have to cross the street from the east side of Queens Boulevard just to access the Q46 bus. So, again, this should have been done over the summer, but you guys don't understand proper timing, now don't you? Okay, second thing I want to complain about is the buses. So, what's going on with the Q46 lately? Because lately we've had trips leaving early from Long Island Jewish. We've had bus bunching on school days. And, you know, that needs to be fixed. And then also, with some of the buses in Queens that have the number 4 on it, they're not being tracked. And I'm specifically talking about the Orion 7 Next Gens. How come they're not being tracked anymore? Because every time I load the transit app, I don't see them. And on election day, when I was volunteering for Vicky Palladino, I needed the Q31 bus, and I had to go on X to ask where my bus was on Bell Boulevard and 35th Avenue, and after Uber screwed me. So, one more thing. Regarding bus lanes, just talk to Ydas Rodriguez and tell him to fix the out-of-sync traffic lights, because whoever was quoted in AM New York saying we needed bus lanes, I mean, come on. Boston has in-sync traffic lights. Portland has in-sync traffic lights. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Thank you for letting me speak today.
All right, guys, so we're at the Sheldon Silver Fulton Street Center because this, station should be named after him despite the circumstances of the corruption. But anyhow, guys, we're going to take the 2-3 or the A line uptown to Penn because I got to make the 217 train. Now, let's see here now. Yes, okay, perfect. So the AC line is this way. Perfect, okay. So at least I can go over to Moynihan Hall because I do not want to deal with 7th Avenue Concourse right now at Penn Station. Here we go. The other reason why I'm here is if the A train's having an issue, I could just take the 2-3 line uptown, but yeah. So that's what went down today, guys. By the way, I quickly want to thank Alfonso Castillo from Newsday, and he did an article about this recently about dining options in both Grand Central and Penn. This is Playa Bowls here at Penn Station. Now, one of the restaurants that I am looking forward to opening here at New York Penn is Insomnia Cookies. And getting an exclusive look right here right now. And as you can see, the construction workers are currently working on Insomnia. So by all means, this fall 2023 construction date looks like by at this point, either Insomnia Cookies here at New York Penn will probably open anywhere from January to June of next year. Now, let's talk about two former spaces here at New York Penn. This is where Bonpon used to be. This is going to be a brand new coffee shop called Le Cafe Coffee. Also opening here will be Chick-fil-A sometime in 2024. I'm also looking forward to something else that's opening here, and that is Rose's Pizza, a Penn Station namestay. But I have some good news. This is the restaurant we just saw back there. It's not the only one open. We got Prenna Manager, which just opened right before Thanksgiving. So look at that. Bad news for the bar crowd. Turns out if you want to grab a drink, you're gonna have to go to Moynihan for that. Where thankfully Moynihan has a bunch of bars that are available near the Amtrak area. And one more acknowledgement we need to make here at New York Penn. For many of you that remember the old New York Penn like I did, this used to be McDonald's. But sometime in 2024, this is going to be a Dunkin'. So as my train gets called, I wanted to make one more acknowledgement. I wanted to pick up a prescription before you hop on the train. Duane Reade is planning to open here also in 2024. All right, we're on the 217 right now, and we have a fail.
Two fails. I'll explain. Here's the first fail. The automated sign is not working. Alright? So I'm going to have to make announcements for the passengers because this is clearly an ADA violation right here. Alright? That's not the only fail. Next car over there, the hand dryer isn't working. Unbelievable, guys. This is why I hate these M7s. They always have problems. You may be wondering, am I keeping my phone going? Yep. If this was an M9, the outlet would have been here. So, guys, what a mess this is. You've got to be kidding me. We're at Flushing Main Street now, and they just turned on the automated signs. And I bet they're not even going to mention the first 4 cars are going to platform at Murray Hill. Barely even hear the conductor, the engineers speak. So, yeah, guys. I mean, this is... How come I don't have any issues in the subway today, but yet I get on the railroad and I have problems? Really? Alright, good. So the engineer just made the announcement that the last 4 cars are going to platform. I thought it was the first 4 cars. If I said that, I do apologize. So it's the last 4 cars. So we have a 10-car M7 set today. So I just want to mention regarding the hand dryer not working in that other car I was in earlier. The good news is I did complain to the railroad just now on X, and their maintenance team is hopefully going to look at it. You know, Andy intuition. How come I knew I was getting an M7 today? Could be worse. Could have an M3. Yeah, we're at Murray Hill now. Yep. So, you can tell I'm not in one of the last 4 cars. I'm literally in the front of this train.
This station is Murray Hill.
Mm-hmm.
This is the train to Port Washington. The next station is Broadway.
And the only reason why I have to be in the front of the train? Obvious reason. That's where the stairwell at Auburndale is. Oops, so we're now at my home station. And this is why I have to literally board on the front of the train. Alright? At least one of the first, 3-4 cars. I always try to look for it on purpose. Alright. So here's the example. Literally, I make a left, and the elevator is right here. Well, that's the example, guys. That's why I gotta literally board one of the first 3-4 cars, There comes the elevator. Well, I thought that was the end of the video, but I'm back home, and literally right when my dad picks me up, there's a police chase on Northern Boulevard. The cops were looking for somebody that apparently was in a domestic dispute with a lady and kids, and apparently the guy had a gun. Another wild day in Queens as usual.